I'm Ellis Martin. Join me now for a conversation with Louis-Pierre Gignac, the president and CEO of G Mining Ventures Corp., trading on the TSX Venture Exchange as GMIN and in the U.S. on the OTC as KANAF. G Mining Ventures is a mineral exploration company engaged in the acquisition, exploration, and development of precious metal projects. Its flagship asset, the permitted Tocantinzinho project, is located in Pará State, Brazil. Tocantinzinho is an open-pit gold deposit containing 1.8 million ounces of reserves. The deposit is open at depth, and the underexplored and expansive 688 square kilometer land package presents additional exploration potential. In 2020, G Mining Ventures was created to acquire direct ownership of projects and capitalize on the value uplift that successful mine development offers. Leading the company, Mr. Gignac is an experienced mining engineer. With strong access to capital via a supportive shareholder base coupled with proven development expertise, G Mining is well positioned to grow the company into the next mid-tier precious metal producer. Louis-Pierre, welcome to the program. Nice to visit with you today.
Thanks for having me. Nice to be with you.
If you don't mind, since this is your first time with us on the program, give our listeners an overview of the company.
G Mining Ventures Corp. Is essentially a newly created company. We set the company up last year, almost as a quasi-SPAC, if you wish, last year, where we raised money on the back of a good team to go out and find a project, which we did, and we acquired Tocantinzinho from Eldorado Gold last year.
What made you select Brazil for a jurisdiction and this particular project?
We scoured many projects, looked for many attributes that we were looking for in a project, one of them being an advanced stage. Obviously, we were focused on precious metals, so we did want a gold-focused project. And I'd say in terms of jurisdiction, it was one that was quite attractive for us. Brazil being such a large mining country to start with, we felt very comfortable working in Brazil. And I'd say maybe on top of that too, we have lots of experience in South America, in the Guyana Shield, Suriname, and Ecuador. So these are places that have lots of similarities to Brazil, being, high rainfall, difficult type of environments to work in. Something that we felt very comfortable.
You mentioned near-term production, and I think near-term would be exactly what you've stated, which is, I think, Q3 of 2024. That's about just over 2.5 years away.
Correct. That's possible because this project has gone through the permitting phase. We do have 6 installation licenses on the project. So with us updating the feasibility study, we're really looking to go straight into our project financing process, which will fund the construction phase, which we expect to start in the second half of this year. With that, we're aiming to be in commercial production by Q3 of 2024, as you mentioned.
Eldorado Gold did a feasibility study in 2019. That's fairly recent. Are they still involved? And if not, why did they give up this project?
As part of the acquisition, we ended up negotiating with them, and they ended up taking a 19.9% equity stake in our company. I think they do believe in us doing really well with this project, in our team's ability to execute and deliver on this project. In that respect, we don't feel like they've walked away. I think they're still there with us on this journey to bringing this mine into commercial production.
So my mistake then, they really didn't give it up. They took a strong position in your company, and they're an equity partner. That's good news.
Yeah, essentially they're a strategic investor in our company at this stage and a key shareholder.
You have listed as the cost of production a price of about $666 per ounce of gold. In today's market, with the gold price near $1,800 and even your low estimate at around $1,600, that's a substantially low price for an ounce of gold.
I think that's just a testament to the quality of this deposit. This is a high-grade open pit for Brazil and one that has fairly low strip ratio. So all those factors come into play towards getting to this really attractive operating cost. On top of that, we'll be connecting this project to the national grid, so we'll be accessing reasonably priced power. That's obviously a key part to this project.
I've been through Brazil, and I noticed how great the infrastructure is really across the board throughout the country.
This project is remote, but over the years, there's been a federal highway that was paved that goes right up through the state of Pará. So our project connects into this highway. And this is a road that was built not too long ago by Eldorado back in 2017. And so that really debottlenecked the access to the project. And like you say, we do have to invest in infrastructure. We will be building a power line to connect this project into the national grid. And that's part of our initial CapEx that we included in our feasibility study.
Well, you and your family certainly have a history of success in the mining business, especially with Cambior, sold in 2006, I believe, for somewhere near $1.6 billion. Am I close?
Yeah, sounds about right. So my father was the president of Cambior back in those days, and I was working for Cambior back then as well. So when Cambior did get bought out by Gold, that's where we created G Mining Services, which is a private engineering company that was founded by Louis Sr. that I joined right after 15 years ago, essentially. And so since then, I've moved on to being the president and CEO of G Mining Ventures, but we're quite proud of the engineering firm that's evolved over the years.
It being an engineering firm, you really understand mining engineering. That's super important when you're bringing a project to economic feasibility is, can it get done? Doesn't matter what you've got in the ground. Is it economic? How do we build a project? How do we build a mine?
You're right. You're right. That's the key part to most businesses is you need the right people and they need to have the right expertise. And I'm a mining engineer by profession. Louis Sr. is a mining engineer. My brother's a mining engineer. So we're not short of mining engineers in the family. Beyond that, what's I think unique is that we've all built projects and we've been very active in the field. And we're not just paper pushers. We're people that have been in the action and we're accustomed to getting things done.
Let's talk about the share structure of the company.
Our share structure right now is mostly institutions at this point that have joined the company when we founded it. So we have a very strong institutional shareholding. For example, we have the Lundin Group as part of our shareholding. Obviously, we've been working for the Lundin Group on the last project that G Mining Services did at Fruta del Norte. So there's a good working relationship that's been built there. And so they're quite supportive of what we're doing here at G Mining Ventures.
And Sprott Equity Research had some nice things to say about the company as well.
Sprott has been an instrumental group in us setting up the company and been a shareholder from the beginning. So obviously, we do have a good working relationship with Sprott and we'll continue going forward as well.
I understand potentially this is going to be the third largest gold producing project in Brazil. That's a large country. This is outstanding.
Yeah, this is going to be a substantial scale project, one that would produce 175,000 ounces a year over the life of mine. And for the first 5 years, we would be producing about 196,000 ounces of gold a year. So this is a very sizable gold mine that we're proposing.
Louis Pierre, it's been a real pleasure to get to know you and to learn about G Mining. I look forward to future conversations and I wish you all the best. Thanks for joining me today on the program.
Thank you very much. I look forward to coming back.
I've been speaking with Louis Pierre Gignac, the president and CEO of G Mining Ventures Corp., trading on the TSX Venture Exchange as GMIN and in the U.S. on the OTC as KANAF. Go to the company's website right now, gminingventures.com. I'm Ellis Martin.
Would you like to be one of the first to see who we are following? Subscribe to our audio newsletter. It's free. EllisMartinReport.com.